They're roughly right, roughly wrong. I've given a couple examples, but like you have things like go-kart tracks, two per cart in Phoenix. Gilbert has a parking requirement for haunted houses. There's a place in Woodbury, Georgia that has, you have to have an algebra degree to figure out 0.26 per student and 1.2 per employee. They have heliports, helipads. We've got parking for parking. Tolleson has a parking requirement for drive-in movie theaters, which is a land use no one is really making. And if you were making a drive-in movie theater, do you need to tell people they have to have one for every parking space where a car is going to be? And we've even found around the country parking requirements for parking garages. And I know that these aren't specifically local to your city, but if you go look at your own city zoning code, there are a bunch of land uses with very arbitrary requirements in them. And just to put the cherry on top, SeaTac Washington, I came across this years ago. They have a parking requirement for moth and butterfly breeding facilities, but they don't have one for ant farms or worm buckets. This is kind of amusing when you look at it one for one, but the impact has been really profound. There's a cycle of, if you're building a bunch of parking spaces, it's difficult to build transit. It's difficult to make places that are walkable. It's difficult to build the type of housing that density that supports those uses. And so we end up with places that are spread apart and difficult to visit, and we don't necessarily want to hang out. There's also a true cost, the real cost